What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go old school on this video. We're going to do a video we haven't done in quite some time. How would you hit this base? I was like, I haven't done that in a while, and I always enjoyed it, and hopefully you all do too. Please go ahead and give me comments of whether you want to see more of these type of videos. I think it helps me a lot when I'm trying to look on how to attack a base. So what we're going to do is we just had a recent war in the CWL with Kronos. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. They had some really cool base designs, not like cookie cutter that you see all the time. Some really good anti-threes that made us really put together some cool strategies and think about the bases for a little bit longer. So, and that's what we enjoy. We like doing that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 4 bases and how they were attacked. And before that, what I want you to do is just put it on pause for a second, take a look at the base, think of the composition you would use to hit it, the spells too, and then where you would come in, and then we'll go ahead and see. Now, the cool thing about this with Clash of Clans is I know you're thinking, hey, Apollyon, I would do this attack, and they could have done this and this, and you're right. They could. I mean, it's the cool thing about it is you can use different army compositions, completely different strats. You can use the same strats and come in a completely different area of the base and still possibly get the 3-star. But for this, I only got one attack to show you, so we'll do one attack per each base, and that's what you all are going to get. So again, pause it, take a look at it, and I'll come right back. All right, so for this, I'm going to help you out just a little bit more. I'm going to show you, and please don't hold me to it, it's going to be right around this area where all the hidden Teslas are, just to help out, just in case one of them would be a fresh hit, that first one you were looking at, and this, think of it as a cleanup hit. I'm not going to show you the giant bomb spots or any of the traps or anything like that, but there's your 4 Teslas right here. All right, so again, just think about if you change your way you're coming in or change your strat or anything like that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the actual hit itself. So here we go. We're going to clear it out. There we go. There is what It's Paulino uses a cold-blooded, just one golem and a Laloon on the rest of it. So he's going to send that golem in up the top there, and that golem is going to tank for the wizards to go ahead and do some cleanup on the edges. And the bottom line for this golem, and as well as the king, queen, and bowlers, is to get into this base and take out that enemy queen, take out the clan castle, and take out the 2 air defenses towards the 2 and I guess the core. So there we go with the bowlers. Not going to quite walk because there's really nowhere for them to walk. I'm sorry, they do walk because the funnel was not done. It's not a really big deal. He actually rages up the king by accident, and then he's got the clan castle to deal with, but the queen's going to step in here. She's going to back the king up, her bay, and she's going to take out the expo. She's going to take out part of that clan castle, and then she's going to get these 2 ADs. She knows exactly what's up. The golem gets into Golemites, and then it takes out that Expo. So he's got no Expos and only 2 ADs to worry about. Sends one of the Lava Hounds from all the way from 3 o'clock, and is going to go ahead and follow that up with some loons. Then he's going to go ahead and start sending in the Lava Hounds to the bottom one from both the 6 and the 9 o'clock to get those loons right behind that. And he still has one more haste, but he's got to push these things through, especially to that core AD. There we go. They are going to reroute a little bit. And then they're going to finally hit that haste. Drops a nice poison on those skelly traps, and he's got just a bazillion balloons coming in on that last AD. They're going to get that sweeper, and then they've just got to get this last 2 Teslas, which is not going to be a big deal. Fortunately, that Lava Hound does pop, which is just going to help with the cleanup. But this base is toast. So, hopefully you guys pick this type of strategy. If not, if you pick the ground one with maybe, I don't know, like a Go Hobo, maybe it works. I don't know. You can see where some of the bombs are, but we'll go ahead and leave it at that, and we'll take a look at another base. So let's take a look at base number 2, and here you go. Again, just go ahead and pause it for a second. Look at where the ADs are. Look at where all the rest of the defenses are. Look at this, the moat in the middle. Look at this, the structure of the base. How would you guys, what strategy would you use, and where would you come in from? All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, give you a little bit of a hint, and I'm going to show you where the actual Teslas are. So we've got, let's see here. I think we've got a Tesla here by the Barbarian King, and I'm sorry if some of that is blocked out. I think we've got the 3 Teslas here, and then we've got 1 Tesla right in this area. So there you got your solo Tesla and your tri-Tesla right in this area right here. Does that make a difference to how you're going to come in and hit it or what you're going to use? All right, so let's go ahead and let's just take a look at this attack. So here we go. We're using a queen charge, quad quake queen charge with a dragaloon on the back end. Really, really cool attack. Opens that base up, not completely, but he's going to open up what he wants to get. And he's going to have the queen coming in at 3 o'clock, using the king and bowlers to go ahead and funnel, as well as get that top AD and that archer tower, just to go ahead and help those dragons out. So that first archer tower goes down. There we go with the bowlers. They're helping that right behind the king, and then they're going to start to walk down. A couple are going to follow the king. The other ones are going to go for that gold storage, and that bounce, look at that bounce, just taking out that AD. This is awesome. I've got some wizards helping out and minions helping out the queen just to make sure she steps inside that base and does not stray very far. King uses the ability up top. Again, bowler's doing some serious work, just getting rid of those trash buildings and defenses too, all helping for the the dragons. That last archer tower is on its last breath, and we've got the queen coming in. He's got two more rages, and he's got 2 poisons for the clan castle and the queen. So there goes down air defense number 2. That bowler is going to try to do what he can, but he's not going to make it any further. So we've got a rage going in for that queen. She still has her ability. There goes our air defense number 3. And at this time, he knows that the queen is going to start walking up in just a second. So it's time to start setting in those dragons in from that 9 to 7 o'clock area. And he's got the 2 poisons, so he can go ahead and poison the queen here. And he can also poison that clan castle too, just to help out. So he's got the queen poison. He's got 2 things going on at the same time. Those barbarians are going to get completely worn down walking through that poison. And that baby dragon comes out and goes for one of the dragons. Not the best decision of that baby dragon that it's ever made. We do have that Tesla farm right there by the king. And we've got 2 dragons to go ahead and take care of that. And then we've got a queen that still has not used ability yet. That's completely full health and doing her thing. That last archer tower goes down on the bottom. Got 2 more up top. And that 1 archer tower that was living on a prayer goes down. And then we've got 3 dragons with the queen up top and another dragon coming to help out. Really, really cool attack. Like to see that. Really good strategy. Not sure you guys would have picked that one. Maybe you did. But it was interesting. I'll tell you what did fail on it is I think Gobo Laloon coming in from the 9 o'clock just didn't. All the bowlers rerouted out and got sniped by those outer archer towers up top. So, but very, very good attack. Let's go ahead and look at a couple more. Here we go with base number 3. So go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to scroll around a little bit just so you can see the builder huts in the corners and see what's going on here as far as what's on the bottom here, another builder hut. And just take a look at the design. Go ahead and pause it. Think of what strategy you use and where you would come in. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give you the Tesla locations. Let's go ahead and pick those out. One is right here at 9 o'clock. One is it's right between these buildings here at 6 o'clock. And the other 2 are right around this area here in that empty core. So wondering if that would help you out with any type of strategy or what you might do differently. That being said, let's go ahead and check out the attack. All right, so using a stoned entry here with some a Valk or 1 Valk and a bunch of goblins and loons on the back end, and just a couple other troops. It's a hodgepodge of troops. A lot of trash buildings for them to get rid of. So that's what's going on here. And I think this is a cleanup. Pretty sure it is because King knows that there is a lava hound in that clan castle, which is why he's got that golem kind of doing their own thing with the queen on the bottom. It's really a queen walk. And that's what he's doing. He's having the golem tank for the queen on those defenses, while the other two are going to take the jump along with the bowlers and the king. They're going to tank for that kill squad. The lava hound is going to do nothing to them. There is no air targeting troops there inside that kill squad. And the queen's going to pretty much go on her merry way, just doing her thing, not anywhere near that lava hound. So a really cool way to split up the kill squad, just to get the maximum amount of both of them out there. Still some golemites tanking for that queen. Still has not even popped the ability yet, and just taking out those side defenses like nothing. So we've got them taking out the core, those Teslas. King does use the ability and goes down. We still have a golem going on there, and then he's just got a whole bunch of back-end loons to go ahead and take out those rest of those defenses. Got a couple skelly traps there. Does have a poison in case he needs to use them. Needs to use it. We still have a lava hound on that golem with a couple of bowlers that are going to do absolutely nothing to this. Decides there's no reason. Swags a queen ability, swags a minion, swags a wizard, swags a hog, and a couple barbarians. Just really no need for it. And I think there is that last builder hut up top, but that is complete though. So that's how you crush a base, especially the ones that have those kind of dead spaces in the base. You know, very, very nicely done. So good job there. Let's look at one more. For our last base, we're going to check Maven hitting this one out. Another kind of dead space design in that middle, just an alleyway for you to come in there. Doesn't look like there's any builder huts on the corner. Again, go ahead, pause it, take a look at this, think of what kind of composition you would use, where you would come in from, and what kind of spells you would bring. And then I'll show you the Teslas. Okay, so the Teslas, I think one is right here. One is right here, I believe, by the town hall. Another one is, let's just see, I think right here. And then, you know what? You're going to have to remember where these are. You know, let's just do this again. Because, I'll say that because there is a troll Tesla here at the noon. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to squeeze in the entire thing to be able to show you where those Teslas are. Do it real fast here. Got a Tesla up here, right there. Got a Tesla right here, Tesla right here, and then a Tesla right in this area. All right, now take a look at it and tell me if anything changes of how you deploy it or change your strategy at all, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the attack. There we go. All right, using a different one. I think, yeah, we're using a cold-blooded mass hog attack. No bowlers necessary in this, no bowlers included. So we're using the cold-blooded just to get into the base, take out some of those point defenses as well as the clan castle and the archer queen. So really cool design on this. Those wizards will go ahead and take out that mortar and route the golem in towards that 9 o'clock compartment. It will walk to the archer tower. Unfortunately, taking out one of those wizards, but you got a really good funnel coming on the bottom there. Queen is sent in from behind that golem, and we've got wall breakers to reroute that golem and everything else inside to that 9 o'clock compartment to get the queen. There we go with the king. Remember, there are no bowlers, so they're going to trip the clan castle right here. And that golem trips a giant bomb, which is fantastic. And then we've got the queen that's just going to go ahead and snipe all of these clan castle units out here. The enemy queen goes down right here. And then that baby dragon is the last thing to go. King is going to be peacing out, and he is going to get taken out. But we do have that expo going down, which is always good as far as the hog attack. So queen is going to reroute here, get that Tesla, and now it's kind of up to the hogs. Does bring a max hogs in the clan castle. So there we go, dropping those hogs in there. Does a 2-finger drop, and then that clan castle take out that Tesla. 4 heals and another poison for those skelly traps whenever they do pop. So we've just got, we did have a heavy hog deployment though in the beginning, but he's going to cover all of those possible giant bomb spots with those 4 heals. There aren't too many of them, so that's what makes it just so much easier to hit this with a mass hog base. Does lose a few to the spring traps, but this has so many. He does have one more heal still to go, and that's that last spot where there could be a giant bomb between those 2 cannons. And guess what? You're going to heal it and get it. It doesn't have a poison. He's already used it for that first set of skelly traps, but he's going to be able to take out these last 2 defenses. They're going to go ahead and turn on, get that troll Tesla, and then turn on those skellies, and then go ahead and get that enemy king. And then this is pretty much all they wrote for the base. Queen is still alive, making her way around. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. Really fun for me to go ahead and pick apart bases and decide what strategy we use. I do it every single war that we have. We sit in voice chat and decide, what the kind of the best things are. It's much easier for a cleanup attack, obviously, if you know where all the hidden Teslas and traps are. But it's cool to do this. So let me know if you all enjoyed it. If you do enjoy it. If you have any comments of how it can make it better or something like that, feel free to leave them there in the comments. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your clanmates. If you guys are enjoying these videos, be sure that they will as well. And appreciate you guys watching them. And go ahead and practice these type attacks. Look at the bases, get those 6-star clan wars, and practice those 3-star attacks.